Hi, and welcome to week 2 of our series on what is God like. And this week we're focusing on the omnipotence of God, that is, his all powerful nature, and looking at what that means for us and how we should respond to that. We continue the story in Exodus chapter 5 when Moses goes to see Pharaoh and says, "Let my people go." And Pharaoh says, essentially, "I don't know who this Yahweh is, and I'm not going to let you go." And so that sets up the next few chapters, especially chapter 7 to 11 of Exodus, where God is about to reveal himself to Pharaoh and to make sure that he is known by Pharaoh, known to the Egyptians, and known to the Israelites as well. And he's going to prove himself to be more powerful and more overwhelming than they could ever imagine. So God reveals himself to be the all-powerful God, not just some small deity. He's the God over the natural world, as we see in the 10 plagues, and all of the things that take place and how God controls the weather and the events that go on. He is the God of the supernatural because each one of these plagues is against the Egyptian deities, and he proves himself to be more powerful than their gods. And so he is also superior in the world of the supernatural. So all powerful in the natural, the supernatural, and all powerful to bring to pass his plans and his purposes. He has plans to deliver the Israelites out of captivity and slavery, and he's going to be able to do that regardless of what Pharaoh is hoping for. So it's a power struggle in these chapters between Pharaoh and those that don't want to yield to God, those who don't humble themselves, and God and his power. And our response is to look on this and to realize how amazing God is and to worship him for who he is and what he's like, be obedient to the things that he asks us to. It's easier to be on God's side than to be against him. So there's many interesting things in these chapters here in Exodus, but my hope is that you'll focus on the nature of God, the character of God, and what that all-powerful nature means for you and I today, especially as we think about maybe problems we face, but also just about the kind of God we serve and who we can trust. God bless you. Have a great group.